Hi, everybody. Welcome to another uh, Monday live stream. That's what it is. That's what I'm doing here, and this is a fun one. Hi, everybody. Oops. This is a fun one because I have my dear friend and incredible musician Jorge Roeder joining us. I know that I said Eric Harlan would be joining us too, the amazing drummer Eric Harlan, and we're going to explain to you what happened with that. But first, let me welcome Jorge Roeder. Here he is. Hey, Jorge.
Hey,
So where are you coming from?
I'm coming from the other side of the park.
The other side of the park. Park Slope.
Park Slope.
Jorge's on the park on the western side. I'm on the park. When we say the park, it's Prospect Park in Brooklyn. I'm on the park on the eastern side. So we're a couple miles away from each other. And as we've done before, we're going to do some remote music playing together using Jacktrip. And I actually set up with Eric Harlan last night, and we played a bunch of duo, which was really fun. Eric is one of my favorite musicians in the world. And guess what? We had a huge, I think it was technically a tornado in New York last night. And I felt it coming through here. You felt it coming through, right? Jorge, you were driving?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like super
Car
intense.
kept moving this way.
Yeah. Winds going sideways. And Eric lives out in Pennsylvania, in rural Pennsylvania, and he just texted me this morning and said his power is down. So no internet. So even though we did this, we got the playing working last night, he will not be joining us today, unfortunately. So sorry about that, but hopefully we can do it again soon. I'm really excited about this idea of playing trio over the internet. That's definitely the next level. Hello to Bob McWilliams, says hi Jorge.
Hi.
Daniele Prolong says hello Jorge and Dan. Jean-Paul Cloutier says cheers Jorge. Hi Ron Rosenthal and Jen and Frank. Thanks to you all for joining us today. Let's jump in and play some music, Jorge.
Totally.
What should we do? How about, do you want to call something?
Look, have we done Falling Grace?
I think we have,
We have,
but it's
right?
been a long time. I'd be super down to do it again.
All right.
This is a song that Jorge and I, we went to the Newland Conservatory together in our early 20s. And this is a song that everybody used to play in Boston at the time. It's called Falling Grace by Steve Swallow. Oh, by the way, Jorge, Jen Detour says that she loved your album.
Oh wow! Thank you so much. That's so cool.
Yeah, if for those of you who haven't heard it, Jorge's solo album that came out this summer is so beautiful. El Suelo Mío.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, beautiful album. Jorge Roeder, Roeder. Okay, let's do this. Falling Grace. You want to do it in a different time signature?
Sure.
I don't think I've ever done it in a different time signature. How about 5?
All right.
I fixed it just now. I just basically I forgot to switch our audio from speaking to
to playing.
to music. Okay, little out of it today. So I forgot to switch our audio from speaking to music, and then just now I forgot to switch it back to speaking. But now we should be in business. Thanks for pointing it out, you guys. So now it's going to be good. Tijad Miguel asks, name of the tune. It's Falling Grace by Steve Swallow. And we're going to do it again. I kind of dug the 5, right?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, you want to do an intro this time?
Sure.
Okay, so this is Falling Grace by Steve Swallow in 5. And this time with the right audio. Here we go. Yeah, Jorge. Beautiful, man. Ah, that was nice in 5. I can't believe I've never played Falling Grace in an odd time signature before.
Yeah, so it's challenges because of the harmonic rhythm that like it still can navigate through it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a little challenging, but felt pretty natural, I thought.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Daniele Prolong says, just so fluid. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so people are pointing out the fact that there are a lot of people who joined us today. That may be because Eric Harlan's name is on the announcement for this post. And as I explained earlier, if you just joined us, Eric Harlan was supposed to join us today, and unfortunately he lives out in rural Pennsylvania, and there was a big windstorm in the whole area around New York City that took out the power in his house. He just texted me this morning, a few hours ago. He said, unfortunately, we can't do it because there's no power. We had a really great time playing yesterday when we were setting up Jacktrip, but he won't be joining us today. But in the meantime, Jorge and I will be playing for you. Jorge, you want to play something maybe a little faster?
Sure.
How about Countdown?
Countdown. I'm a little rusty on that one, but I think I can.
I bet you got that.
One sec.
You want to run the changes real quick? It's like... Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we do it?
Yeah.
Cool. I know you got this. Yeah, this is Countdown by John Coltrane. Here we go. Man, thanks for playing that.
That caught me. Oof.
Man,
I
yeah, I love it. I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, Jorge probably hasn't played this in a long time, and maybe he's gonna like, I'm thinking like maybe worst case scenario, he's gonna like walk through his bass solo. He's gonna go like doom, 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 which is totally cool. A lot of people would do that anyway. And then of course within like one chorus, you're playing like unbelievable solo bass stuff. You're like, okay, I got this now.
Oh. Yeah, that's one I need to dive in again.
No, man, that was amazing.
You learn a song and then 10 years pass and then you have to learn it again.
Yeah, and we're like, not even that old yet.
Right. I should say we're not that old.
Yeah, I think it's good to remind ourselves. Silvano Raffo says that bass solo was wow.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, man, we got a request for Back At Ya.
Back At Ya.
Yeah, you don't remember that, right?
I think I can. Give me 1 second. Maybe I can make this work.
Wow, amazing. So while Jorge is trying to find Back At Ya, I'll explain to those who don't know what that is. Back At Ya is All the Things You Are, because you'll notice the initials of All the Things You Are ATTYA, at ya, and Back At Ya is All the Things You Are upside down. So I used a technique that Steve Coleman, the great saxophonist Steve Coleman, has been using and teaching for a long time. It's called negative harmony, and I took All the Things You Are, the standard by Jerome Kern, and made this inverted version of it, so it goes upside down. And it sounds kind of amazingly great upside down. It's a lot of things sound good upside down, including Bach. Like I've been doing this project Bach upside down, where I play Bach and do this inversion of it. But All the Things You Are is definitely at the top of the list. Jorge, you got it?
No, I couldn't find it, but might be able to jump in. Otherwise, why don't you could make this a solo version?
Yeah, Shall I email you the chart, and then while I'm doing an intro, you can look at it?
That's a good idea.
But I bet you would hear it actually.
If I remember correctly, it was not that, it hadn't departed that much from All the Things You Are.
Well, yeah, it's the same exact thing, but upside down.
It doesn't help too much, but yeah, email it to me, and then while you play, I'll jump in.
Okay. It's amazing what we can do in this day and age.
I'm sorry. Would you email it instead of...
Yeah, I'm doing that now, yeah.
Thank you. Technology, man.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Okay, so here's Back At Ya, which is, again, it's All the Things You Are, but upside down. And I'm going to start with a solo intro, and we'll see where that takes us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! That was fun.
And that car horn was on key.
Yeah, yeah. Woo!
Yeah, man, that's such a badass tune.
Yeah, it's so nice.
It's so I've forgotten about the motion. It's just like it's beautiful in a different way than all the things you are is. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you retain all the strong structure of all the things you are, but the emotional impact is like completely different.
Yeah.
Because I think that the harmony feels like it's moving like a rock song.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, like all rock songs,
the fourth,
or
fourth down.
it's all fourth down movement, right?
Yeah.
And so you get the song that normally sounds beautiful but relatively old fashioned, and it sounds so much more modern.
Yeah.
Actually, Frank Geyer asked, "How about playing it in the regular mode, a study in contrast?" It's kind of a great idea.
Sure.
You want to play all the things you are regular? So we just played this in 9/4, subdivided in this really specific way: 5/8, 5/8, 4/8, 4/8. So it's like taka tika 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 taka tika taka tika taka tika 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 ta. Maybe we should do all the things you are a different way.
Just a confession. I forgot that this was in the odd meter,
Oh yeah.
and at first I was like, "This is not in 4/4," but I couldn't figure out what odd meter this was. I just played along the figures, but I.
But you got it pretty quickly though.
You know, like there's this, there's a way of figuring things out by ear where you get the kind of like clave of each odd meter, but.
Well, this is not a very obvious one.
I didn't stop to count. I couldn't stop to count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You know?
Man, that's kind of amazing though, because it felt to me like you were right in there from the start.
Well, at least I had a chorus of head start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, so the chart that Jorge is looking at is in 4/4, because it's this idea of it's just a tune, but we're playing it in an odd time signature. Let's do. Oh, Silvano Raffo says, "Oh Dan, hope you received the video from last week." Yeah, I did. So Silvano has been drawing my live streams live. It's been pretty amazing. He's been doing these totally free improvisation drawings for every song that I play, and they've been pretty amazing because they're so diverse. Just the emotions in each one are really, really different. And last week I did a single free improvisation. I just played free for like an hour, and so he did this one drawing for an hour. And so yeah, I got the video, Silvano. Thank you so much, and I have yet to post it, but I want to. Okay, let's play all the things you are. How should we do it?
I mean, I'm inclined to say 7.
Okay.
Because we already played 5. We already played 4.
Mm-hmm.
We could play 3 too. Also,
3 could be interesting.
I meant 3 as well, not 3 too. That could work well in 3 or 7. Your choice.
Let's do 7.
Right.
All the things you are in 7/4 with the great Jorge Roeder. So fun, man.
Back at you, back.
Back at ya, yeah. So what we just played was an inversion of Back at ya, which is an inversion of All the Things You Are. Itamar Erez says, what were they just doing harmonically? Yeah, good question.
Yeah,
good question.
What were we doing harmonically?
What were we
I'd
doing
like to know.
harmonically? That was actually, I mean, we didn't really do it exactly, but I was quoting from a little arrangement I did of All the Things You Are when we were back in school, like 15 years ago.
Right, that sounded familiar.
17 years ago.
But, I kind of like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard this before, but I'm not sure that I can pull it off.
Yeah, well, man, it was nice. What I really dug was, like, when you were taking your solo, I started doing this kind of like modified, like 2/3 rumba clave. Right. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I started playing my solo, you did the same thing behind me, or some kind of equivalent.
Yeah, I did.
And that was really cool.
That was half of I think that the Nilo 7 clave that we both learned in school.
Yeah, I never learned that, but I know it existed. What was the 7
clave?
clave?
At least half of it.
Yeah, what was the 7 clave?
So it was like. So the second.
Oh yeah.
The second part of that bar, or that second part of that clave, is different.
It just keeps going.
It's like, I think it's in verse maybe. Yeah. So it's
just like a palindrome.
Too close at it's a little palindromic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People are asking about those chords I just played. Harry Appleman says, was that E over F, A over B flat? Not exactly. That sounds like this. And what I'm doing is almost that. It's actually pretty close, but it's this idea of taking chords, major triads, but with an added third. And positioning them over various different bass notes. Okay, so I know what I want to do now. I wrote a tune last night for Jorge. I actually wrote it for Jorge and Eric Harlan, who was supposed to join us today, but whose house suddenly doesn't have power today because of the huge windstorm that this area had last night. So I wrote this tune last night, tune/composition, and I really wrote it for like hearing Jorge. I really had Jorge in mind in terms of these bass lines I've written, and I'm really excited to try this with him. This is called Seconds, and this will be the very, very first time it ever gets heard publicly. So here we go. Seconds. Actually, Jorge, could you play the first 8 bars as an intro?
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to the top.
Sure.
Cool.
Tempo here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jorge, man, thank you so much. That's I have to say there's something incredibly satisfying and fulfilling about writing something and then performing it like the next day.
Good going, man. That's feels great. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, you've done that.
Well, like perform it like a day after writing it. It's a little tight of a deadline for me, but
Man, I think
one day.
that's gonna be the challenge next
Yeah.
time we play together.
All right.
I'm gonna commission you.
All right. In the
Um,
meantime, really great job, man.
oh, thanks, thanks.
Yeah.
I kind of like how this one turned out. It's like a mixture of kind of a little bit atonal,
Yeah.
but still feels kind of groovy.
But it can also go because of the harmony that's underlying that you not necessarily playing on the head. The harmony can also like be a really great vehicle. It can turn into something that's much more tonal.
Right.
It can go in different worlds. I can see how this can develop into like although you have a chord like E minor major 7, you can play that scale, but you can also play atonally because you're referencing the head.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's like it's interesting. I mean, you know my music really well, and in the last like 8 years, I've actually gotten way more into the nitty-gritty of tonality, of really dealing, with tonal harmony the way it's done traditionally, and dealing with voice leading in a more serious way and all that. And now I kind of feel myself wanting to keep that that substructure, but then being more adventurous again with like things to superimpose over that. But that's still the river that's flowing underneath.
Right. I think there's something really cool about writing something like that because I feel this could be just a me problem or like a problem that maybe some of us have. But I sometimes feel that some tunes don't let you do certain things, like the flavor of the songs, the essence, sometimes it just does not let you really do a tonality in a way that feels connected to the song.
Yeah.
And to have such a broad framework where like you can kind of have your cake and eat it too in a song like this, where you can actually go for the more atonal playing, but also go for a very tonal way of playing. And
Yeah.
none of them are disrupted by the other.
Yeah, that's a really great way of putting it. It kind of just opens up a wide palette of improvisational possibilities that will still feel appropriate. Marlia Reese says, loving that this new DT composition in JR's honor meshes you two and took us to so many new places and new levels at the same time. Wow.
No, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Silvano Raffo says, maybe this was the fastest premiere in history. Yeah, well, isn't it? Isn't the story that that was written like an hour before the recording or something?
It was pretty short. I don't know if it was an hour, but I remember it.
Yeah.
Pretty short.
Well, Jorge, man, it is such a joy playing with you that the time always just flies by. Shall we play one more?
Sure, man. I'm super down.
Anybody got any requests? If anyone has requests, please post them in the comments. We're incredibly grateful as always to have you all here listening. It makes all the difference. Also, please watch the space. I may be doing a last-minute duo concert with Melissa Aldana, the saxophonist. I'm not totally sure I'll be able to squeeze it in before I leave because, believe it or not, I have a gig, at least one gig in Europe. Still figuring out if I have 2 gigs. But it looks like I will be playing in Stockholm in early December. In any case, watch this space. I'll let you know if that happens. Joyce Glasgow requests Vignette, which is a great request. That's that song by Gary Peacock, right?
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I feel extra ashamed.
Yeah, we should learn that.
Yeah.
I've actually played that with Gary.
Wow.
It's a beautiful song, but I wouldn't be able to play it right now.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, too.
It's been a long time. Oh my God, Cameron Krug requests "All I Want" by Joni Mitchell. Yeah, I would love to play that, but I think it's gonna have to be in the realm of the jazz standards
Well,
right now.
Dan, maybe you should shelve some of these requests and then like, let's practice for you or us, to learn it for next time.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, let's do "All I Want" another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron Krug reminds me that Vignette is from Tales of Another. Yeah, great record with Keith Jarrett and Jack DeJohnette. In fact, I believe that record, which is Gary's record, is the record that launched the Keith Jarrett Trio. It was the first time that those three guys recorded together. Joyce Glasgow requests "Case of You." You do know that I've been singing Joni Mitchell songs on this show?
Wow. You have?
Yeah.
They're very singable.
Yeah.
Somehow I felt like she was not quite in your register, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I have some news for you, Jorge. You can transpose songs. It's this amazing thing. You can.
You're blowing my mind.
Yeah, I know. It's something you'll learn about in Theory 102.
Oh, that's the one I skipped.
Yeah, you went straight to Theory 3000.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? While we're waiting for some more requests to come in, I wanted to say if you want to help support this live stream and the other live streams, please consider either following me on Patreon, which is patreon.com/Dan Tepfer, and you can just sign up to contribute $5 a month, for example, and that's one of the ways that I pay the people that I play with on these free Monday live streams. Or you can do a direct. You can send a direct tip to paypal.me/Dan Tepfer, or else I'm Dan-Tepfer on Venmo. That will be very much appreciated, and we always really appreciate your support and your listening. And once again, make sure you check out Jorge's record, his solo record, El Suelo Mio. It's just beautiful. Not just to support Jorge, but to put some gorgeous music in your ears. It's truly beautiful. Okay, let's see. Lots of requests coming in. Andreas Scher, hi Andreas, requests Solitude. New Nadun requests Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. Wow.
Yeah.
Joyce Glasgow, Useless Landscape. AJ Chopek requests Matrix.
Ooh.
Man, a lot of good requests here. Silvana Ruffo says, wasn't Joni Mitchell's birthday recently? Yeah, it was. In fact, Joyce Glasgow reminded me of that. It was on November 7th, I believe. Let's see. Mike Seitz requests Stella by Starlight. I just had an idea, actually. Matrix, that's by Chick Corea, right?
Yeah.
How about Windows?
Sure.
This is a Chick Corea composition, Windows, that I don't think I've ever played on these live streams, even though this is like the 30th live stream I think I've done today. Well, the 30th Monday live stream. That's not even counting other ones. So yeah, let's play Windows. This is a really cool composition by Chick Corea, and it's something that we also used to play fairly often back in the day when we were in school together with Jorge.
Yeah.
Windows by Chick Corea. One, two, That's such a fun tune to play.
Haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, and we even played it in the right key because that's one of those tunes that is completely wrong in the real book. There's this collection of jazz standards that was put together in a book called The Real Book, which is a pun on fake book because fake books were collections of tunes that people would use to fake their way through a tune if they didn't know it. And so this was The Real Book as a kind of a response to that. Anyway, a lot of the transcriptions of songs in there are actually wrong, and this is one of the wrongest of them all. It's like in the wrong key, it's got the wrong chords and everything. I don't know where they got it from, but we just played it correctly, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We got the Real Book version.
Yeah, yeah. Joyce Glasgow says, thank you both for this lovely inspiration and respite from the cares of the world. Whew, well, thank you for being here with us because it wouldn't be the same without you, that's for sure.
The respite for us too.
Yeah. Harry Appleman, who is very observant, says, thanks guys. Jorge gets to use the C extension for the last note. Perfect.
Correct.
Can you hit that for us one last time? Woo! That's almost at the bottom of the piano. That's this note here.
That's your lowest C, yeah.
Yeah. I have 3 extra notes.
No, you don't.
There you go. Yeah, and you got me beat, right? You can go a few more too.
Yeah. B flat.
Yeah. Oh
It's
man.
practically inaudible.
But what's amazing? Well, I could hear it just now.
A flat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could hear it. Yeah. And what's kind of amazing is that in some ways it sounds more like that low A to me sounds more like a low A than the piano low A does. I think because probably your string is longer.
It's possible that the string is longer.
I think so. I think it's longer than on my piano. I mean, it totally sounds like an A flat.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a mix between a fart and an A flat. Sorry. Julie Archibald says, all is a lovely time. Thank you for our weekly piece. Thanks for joining in on the fun, Jorge. Yeah, thanks, Jorge.
Of course, my pleasure, absolutely.
All right, you guys. Well, I do not know where I'll be next Monday. But I will be here. I'll either be doing this from here, from Brooklyn, or from Zagreb in Croatia, because I may or may not have a gig in Croatia. So, yeah. Thanks again to you all. Silvana Rafa says, E-fart. Except it's an A-fart. Yeah. All right. It's time to say goodbye. All is a hard thing to do at this point. But thanks to you all for joining us. Thanks to Jorge for sharing his amazing musicality and personality. And I will see you again next Monday. Take care, y'all. Stay safe. Stay well.